Hello, everyone. Welcome to Holiday Matsuri 2020 Samurai Showdown Top 8. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Sugar Bear, and I'm going to be joined once again by my buddy DeMuffin. What's going on, Muffin?
Hanging out. I'm actually super excited. This has been a long time coming in terms of like the Parsec scene, and we finally have like a huge bracket of 30 people, and we narrowed it down to our top 8, which is definitely mixed it up from what we usually have in WNF.
For sure, yeah, it's really exciting. I mean, I guess we can probably get right to it. Winner's side, Dustin versus Hella Plus. Now, one of those names is par for the course. I'd say right now for the NA scene, Dustin is the guy.
Mhm.
Hella Plus, this will be Hella Plus's first time in Winner's top 8, if I'm not mistaken. So that's super exciting. If you haven't congratulated him, you should take the opportunity to do so. But now he's got to really prepare himself. He's made it. He has a very tough opponent, the opponent, in my opinion. So he's got to get ready for that. And then the second game is going to be AR Robert versus AR Cotier. Team kill here. Both very good players. Obviously, Robert's been doing a lot of Shizu. Cotier, one of the patented EQs. In recent experience, I think Robert is taking that step, but it should be a really exciting. It's always good to see two players who know each other well going at it. It's going to be quite wild, I'm sure. And then loser's side, Sinister versus Bubba. A lot to say there. Sinister, I think twice now we've seen him. The past 2 times he's entered, he's always gotten top 8. So he's looking very strong right now. Bubba, we all know Bubba. Bubba, the young boy on the rise, didn't make it into winners today. Hella Plus is actually who took him down. But, losers bracket, winners side, it doesn't matter. Bubba's going to put on a performance. So that's going to be a fun one. And then rounding it out, Markio versus Goro. I feel like Markio, really, we know him for running the boards for Arcade Rumble, but he always finds a way to get into top 8, it seems. So he's really surprising people regularly, but I think it's no longer a surprise. And then Goro. Haven't really seen much Goro as of late, but such a strong player that when he shows up, he's guaranteed to do well. So really cool top 8. What are you seeing? I think we're going to get in a match sometime soon, but any thoughts on the bracket?
I like the bracket itself coming up to this was kind of wild because Markio, in order to get into losers final, beat Guzman.
Oh
Guzman.
wow! Yep.
Yeah. So there was a lot of cool upsets. Another cool story is from Canadian land. Olipop was making names. He didn't totally make it in the top 8. He lost to Goro 2-1, but this bracket from beginning to end was really exciting.
Yeah, and this is sort of the culmination of 2020 for the Samurai Showdown scene. A crazy year on many levels. Samurai Showdown not excluded in that, but we're really this is what we have to show for the current status of the game, and I think it's a really solid top 8 bracket. And we're going to see some really good stuff today. So I'm excited. We're going to go out of 2020, with a bang here. Holiday Matsuri 2020. I'm ready to see it, and I think. I'm going to assume, Dustin Hella Plus looks like they're keyed up.
Yeah. Also,
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna shout out like Angela and Andy OCR and Jeff the Heroes for setting this up.
For sure,
super cool.
Yeah,
to be here and whatnot.
Yeah, this was announced, a long while ago, and I think everyone's been waiting with anticipation. So the day is finally here, and it's cool. We're gonna close out the year on this stage with hopefully some new eyes on the game. I think this is a good time for that because there's a lot of cool stuff to show. We have not been sitting on our hands. Sam Show continues to grow and develop. So we're gonna get right into it. Hella Plus going up against Dustin, Rimu, Kaz. I can't remember the last time I've seen them play, so we're gonna have to see how this plays out.
No, this is essentially fresh to me because the amount of times these two have actually fought in bracket has been kind of middle school in terms of like top 8 performances and whatnot. But this is really cool and exciting.
And Hella Plus rocking that green Rimu, it must be said. Shout outs to Carpet. Okay. It's a little bit of neutral.
Yeah, just trying to figure each other out.
Yeah, no, not too overcommittal. Hell Plus tries to push the issue, draws first blood. Okay, building a charge. Dustin saw the backdash and said, I want charge. Now he's got two thanks to that push block.
Yeah, because he's finding it hard to get through these tendencies, and Heliplus has just been checking him a lot. But yeah,
Really risky maneuver there from Hella Plus. You got to be mindful of the opponent's meter. If they're enraged, that's not the time to take a risk.
yeah, you can see that just from that one hit, 60% of the time. But Heliplus is not giving up. Got him in the corner, and this is where Rimu really shines.
That was sort of tricky. I don't know if he got caught mashing there, but it worked out in his favor. It ultimately whiffed, so he was able to get the grab. However, Dustin out of the corner, now in a life deficit, despite that explosive damage earlier in the round. Great punish. Very nice. Very nice. It looked like Hella had no chance there, but he maintained his composure, and he coming out with first round. Very good.
Yeah, he held the pressure in the corner and was able to convert it into the win. Right. So I think Dustin is now going to try to find like random spots to get charges, because in the beginning they do try to find some fundamentals in the puts and whatnot. But right now Dustin got 3 and going to go into full combo.
Yeah, big damage there. Dustin is sort of testing Hella's ability to punish him for getting charges, and so far Hella has failed in that regard. So now he's going to feel a little more inclined just to do it. So next time Hella sees a charge, he's really got to make him pay. Dustin is very quickly taking that second one.
Right. And now that he's full screen, you notice that Hella in the beginning was playing a little bit scared, so that's why he would get 3 charges. Oh, okay.
Okay, Dustin playing a little bit safe there. He did have rage, but he didn't want to risk, ultimately getting blocked there, getting punished in a big way. So play conservative, the right way to play. Right now, Hella is a small life lead. A lot of platforms are neutral, and Dustin says, hey, if you're going to jump around, I'm going to build charges. Okay,
yeah.
Hella.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
That was it. He's getting some damage, but that's a missed opportunity there.
Ooh, back row? Burst back. Doesn't want to be in the pressure anymore.
Now, how do you handle it? It's sort of a staring match. Eventually, as we see Heliplus's meters gone down, so Dustin has the initiative right now.
Okay, gets a knockdown, level 2. Right. So he's threatening the fireball in B zone.
Okay, that's a win for Hella. Both meters are gone now. Really, the goal there was to survive Dustin's burst without losing his weapon. And now it's looking rough for Dustin.
Ooh, and the throw!
Wow. First game, Hella Plus, looking sharp. There was a lot of really scary spots there, but he maintained his composure and was able to get that first game. So you got to be feeling good, but knowing Dustin, I'm going to assume he's going to give a different look. He was sort of very, I don't want to say passive, but feeling it out that game. Yeah. I would not be surprised if he comes at Hella with, everything he's got right from the gate now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We'll have to see what the adjustment is, but that's my case. What do you think?
I believe so. Hella was playing the matchup like pretty to the book, I believe, like punishing slides and whatnot. And so I think Dustin's gonna, release the weights, breathe, and okay, let's play.
Yeah, for sure. Little bit of hesitation here, it looks like. We don't know. Hella Plus locked back in. Dustin idling over Kaz. Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like
he has options.
For sure, yeah. Dustin knows at least a few characters, and he has a style, so he can adapt that to probably the entire cast, but definitely a few characters that he plays very well. Kaz is his dude, though. We're heading back to Nico. It is Rimu versus Kaz. Really what we're looking for right now is what is the adjustment. I feel like that's Hella's like, okay, what are you going to bring at me? It feels like Dustin has the onus right now.
Yeah. And I think it's just finding new opportunities to get charged, because you saw in the round that he did win, he was basically off a level 3 combos and such like that. So if he finds a knockdown a little bit more frequently, maybe we can get... Oh, there we go. We were just talking about the punishing of the random fireball charges, and there we go.
Yeah, establishing they can't just charge for free is really important. However, I'm a little surprised. Dustin is maintaining sort of that slow, patient play right now that we saw in the first game. So no drastic changes so far. However, it's going to hurt real bad.
Yeah.
Not only do you lose the weapon, he loses up life, and now Hella's in a bad spot. He needs to maintain his composure, find his weapon as quickly as possible.
Yeah. But Dustin's just putting up a heck of a wall.
Oof, that 660, folks, that we just saw from Dustin Kaz, that is very quick. It's 9 frames if I'm not mistaken. Great punish button.
Oh my god!
That was an SSM. That's unfortunate.
Alright. But Dustin's looking pretty. He has a level 3 fireball all suited up for the next round. And with a round up, it's looking kind of scary for Hella Plus.
Yeah, really, after a moment like that, I'm sure he's like, man, I really want that SSM, but now's not the time to be thinking about that.
Right. Right, 2C.
Very good.
Getting charges, and now he's just waiting for Hella Plus to make a mistake.
Okay, platform. That meatball is menacing back there. That is a lot of potential damage. It's waiting to be unleashed. That was not a punish of the deflect attempt. It looked like Dustin was jumping there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, fair enough. Still choosing to keep the charge. Nice block on the overhead. Alright. I'm just patiently waiting to use this charge.
A lot of movement in the corner from Dustin. Ultimately pays off, gets him out of there. Oh, that was deep. He had to pop.
Throw. Gonna go in a weapon flip.
Dustin gives it to him. In a situation like that, you can make the argument that, hey, pop now and end it, but Dustin's not concerned about going to round 3 if that's what happens.
Yeah. The only problem with this is you won't be able to get charges for the next round, so you have to just kind of box it out without getting any sort of benefit for the next
That's a really
time
good
to go
point.
at it.
That's a really good point, Muffin. I was not thinking that. So no charges. He is coming in with meter. Hella has none, and that meter is very important. It can keep you alive if things go sour. Dustin has that advantage, though.
Yeah, but he's getting pretty mixed up right now. In the corner, got caught jumping again, but now he has rage. Yeah, and there's no getting out of this.
Nothing we can do. We just gotta hold that. However, Hella has been pretty good in this game about getting his weapon back. Can he do it a third time? He does. No harm, no foul. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not
wanted a little bit more damage out of that.
for sure, and I wouldn't say we're on even footing right now because that bar you see on Dustin's side is menacing. Hella has none. So if something goes awry, there's nothing Hella can do.
Ooh, he gets hit.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, cashes out on the damage. Is looking kind of dire. But you know, he still has this SSM.
yep, I was thinking the same thing. It's still on the table.
Okay, holding out. 20 seconds left on the clock. Hella has to find a way in. Yeah, he's just kind of scared of the 2B button.
Dustin matching out a throw there, nothing buffered behind Hella's approach, so he was able to grab the recovery. Dustin taking game 2. As I said, I was expecting a big change, not really. I guess just playing a bit more tight. Hella going back to character select, which I respect. You know, he really wants to make the most of this opportunity, so he's going to take some time.
No, great. And there was just some key moments that like kind of broke the pace for Hella, like getting hit with the weapon flip in round 1, turned the tide pretty quickly, and the pace and the tempo went certainly to Dustin, and was able to ride it throughout the round.
For sure. So we got a 1-1 situation here. First game going to Hella, second game going to Dustin. I never felt that Hella was completely out of it, so you know, it's anyone's game as far as I'm concerned right now. Now there's the kind of adjustments that I'm looking for. Run up throw to start the round. Applying pressure very early.
Yeah.
That sort of thing will can start to drain you mentally, getting thrown that early in the game.
Yeah, the decisions are coming out a lot faster, and you can see Hella kind of buckle under that.
Hella trying to create space and really is eating a lot of damage in the process. He does have WFT. That could have been an opportunity right there with the neutral jump from Dustin. Nothing happened though.
Yeah.
And here
Hella
we go.
needs to. Oh, you just needed to make use of that position because this is like, yeah, this is where you can get the train rolling and maybe make a comeback.
Dustin attempting to mash out grab again there. Didn't work out for him this time. I think Hella was out of range.
Ooh, okay. He was expecting a throw. He has to play incredibly careful, dancing around these fireballs and can't get hit.
In a game like this where there's a lot of damage potential, Hella isn't out of it, but anything will take it out. So you've got to be very careful, but this is how you get it going. 10 seconds on the clock.
Okay. And he flipped out. And Dustin doesn't want to take a punish. He's just going to play for time now.
Very good from Dustin with the neutral jump JB reaction there. No button from Hella. Dustin set point here.
Yeah. Run up throw again.
That will drain you. That will drain your spirits, I'm telling you. Hella needs to maintain composure.
Yeah. Looks like Dustin is trying to get the lead as fast as he can, and then like asking Hella to hang himself on decisions.
And once the throw is on the table, approaches in general become much more threatening. There's that fast 660. Looking for the toe kick. Hella blocks the toe kick, but doesn't block the fireball follow-up after burst. Good block.
Okay. Ooh. No Eason on the jump back. And the
oh my
back throw.
Defensive throw right there. Dustin predicted that Hella was going to run up and try and bait something. He said, okay, he's going to run up, stop. I'm going to throw him when he hesitates. And Dustin, being a round up, having so much of a life advantage there, felt that he could take that risk. And he could. If he needed to, he could give the round. He already got Hella's resource. So he was comfortable taking that guess. And it was the right guess. So ultimately, Dustin takes the first game. You know, really good game. Some good things from Hella there. Going to be heading down to the losers side of the bracket. Dustin going into winners finals. Oh, what a day to start, or what a way to start off our top 8. Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, a really nice tight match between two very good players. Hella still on the come up, but like showing he's been playing for a while.
For sure. And just really solid situational awareness there from Dustin. I mean, we already went over it, but just understanding where he was and what kind of risks he can take and what he predicted Hella could do. Just a solid understanding of the game and when is the appropriate time to take those risks. Because I feel like risk assessment is huge in this game, and we can tell that Dustin really has a handle on it. So coming up next, we have the Arcade Rumble Boys. AR Robert versus AR Cotier. This should be a fun one.
I love watching them play because it becomes like one of two things. Like it becomes like this very slow, on the ground type of play, and they're just trying to protect each other essentially. Or it just becomes this air footsies, and you see cheeks in the air. You see big swords in the air, and none of them want to touch the ground because they know if I touch the ground, I'm going to get thrown into massive damage.
For sure. So it is pretty chaotic neutral. These players know each other well, and we know that when players know each other well, you're going to see some things that don't make a lot of sense on face value, but they're just playing a few steps ahead because they've played so many times. But I'm expecting Shizu versus EQ. I'd be surprised if we saw anything else.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned earlier, if I'm not mistaken, Robert, in their recent meetings, at least the ones that I have seen, has taken it. EQ is a fan favorite, though, and Cotier is a very strong player, so never underestimate him. This can go either player's way.
Yeah, okay, just to speak to how good Cotier is with Earthquake, in order to get into winners, he beat Goro, and Goro plays Yashitoru, and then that matchup is like a 310 in Yashitoru's flavor.
Yeah, just because EQ's so gosh darn big and he's not very mobile on the ground, so when Yoshi corners him, it's just a big target to oppress. Now, I don't know if he played EQ because I know he has secondary characters. I was talking about this yesterday, so I would have, if anyone knows how that matchup went, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, going over Goro, regardless of who you're playing, is not a small feat. So he definitely earned his spot here, but no one's surprised to see Cotier in a Samurai Shodown top 8, be it winner's side or loser's side. If you see him in bracket, you gotta believe that this guy is primed to get in the top 8 one way or another. Two very strong players. Yep.
Yeah, but also incredibly fun to watch.
For sure. Looks like we're still setting things up behind the scenes. Just take another quick look at the bracket. Dustin, as we said, going to winners finals. Heliplus going down to losers quarters. He's going to end up playing the winner of Markio and Goro. So we're already starting to see things take shape here. Winner of this upcoming match is going to go off to face Dustin. Robert for sure has a lot of history up against Dustin. Cotier, not a lot that I remember. I'm sure they have played, absolutely,
Yeah.
but Dustin versus Robert is one of our modern Sam Show classics.
Yeah.
So
I think
go ahead.
Dustin had like some experience with Cotier when they are Arcade Rumble were doing their events. I think he was a part with you and Sinister as the invaders.
Yeah, those are good times. The Arcade Rumble crew has been great when it comes to Sam Show. They really contribute a lot by holding events and just playing. Definitely one big family here. AR hailing from Mexico. It's nice that all of NA has really combined forces to keep this game running. And there's a lot of great talent, be it Canada, the States, or Mexico. And we're all getting to show them off today. So I'm excited.
Yeah, here we go. Arcade Rumble face off. One of them will fall off. We'll see who takes the title.
Heading to Nico, Old Faithful.
Love it. The birds, the big building pillars.
And if
That's
I'm
more
not
Sam
mistaken,
Show.
we saw the big boy. So this is going to be little man versus the big fella.
Oh yes. I hope. I hope we just have air games today. Jump bees, big change, big swords.
Cotier rocking some sassy colors. Robert keeping it pretty vanilla. And there we go. A sign of things to come. JC's. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Throwing his weight around.
Yeah, he's stopping any sort of approach. Yeah, you have to come to me.
And there's that butt from the air butt from Earthquake is very, very active. As you can see, he threw it out at the apex of the jump and it was still going as he approached the ground.
Yeah. Yep. Meeting the air with a butt again. We're gonna see a lot of that.
That was scary. That whiff 5C could have turned into big damage for Robert, but he kind of whiffed and a big target at that. So right now, something of a game of millimeters here. I think Robert is just taking it. Oh,
yeah. He was trying to find the right moment to sneak in there. Oh, nice fat teleport. All right. Yeah, Robert with the lead. Ooh, what? He just fit in.
And Earthquake is a very powerful WFT. It's not the fastest in the game, but it is very fast. However, Robert is definitely aware of how strong that WFT is and how proficient Cotier is at using it, so he really wasn't taking a lot of risks. Right now, it's like, okay, open me up if you dare. Hasn't worked out so far. 7 seconds on the clock, Cotier's in a tough spot.
Yeah, I think Robert's realizing how hard it is for Earthquake to hold people up, even chase them down. And Shizumaru is a fast little boy. Oh, but just,
Excuse me, water went down the wrong pipe. But, I don't agree with that decision from Cotier at the end there. He just gave Robert full rage going into the second round. Sometimes it's better just to hold it. You don't want to give your opponent resources going directly into the round. It doesn't look like it's going to be a factor, but just as practice, I'm not the biggest fan of that call, but it didn't bite him this time.
Yeah. It was a little cheeky.
A little bit.
All right, both players just trying to find their way in. For Shizu, he's finding the little gaps within the heavy buttons in the air on the ground, and it's up to our big boy to keep him out.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Yep. Cotier doing a very good job of winning the neutral at the start of the round, but Robert just seems to be able to slide in, get some damage, and then go back to running away. And it becomes very tough for Cotier to get that life, get the life back.
Oh, burst, early burst.
It's like, I want it. I'm top. Okay.
Boy, yeah, he wants it. Okay,
Oh
burst
my
right
God.
back.
And that's what I'm talking about. Robert says, no time to talk. I think that's, very good from Cotier. Now, Robert said, I want to end this right now. So he spent the resource and said, we're not going to round 3. However, Cotier ready with that eSIM. Big win for Cotier because Robert doesn't have that meter anymore. So we got an even playing field, as even as it can be going into this third round.
Oh yeah, this is as Sam Show as it can get. All right, Arrow Robert with the corner pressure. Plot to get out. Oh my God. Good jump B. Catching any sort of approach, and yeah, this is the game plan. Gotta keep the little brat out.
Oh, and he gets out with the corpse hop. However, jaunting back in is Earthquake. Now he's out in earnest. Okay, nice butts.
Yeah.
This is very hard. You can see how difficult this is. Kotier is just trying to keep this little fella away from him. Can't do it forever. Ooh, take from Roberts.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking for the deflect, one of the only ways back in to get the big damage that he's looking for. But he still might have tap, right?
Well, he did deflect, so it's potentially off the table. However, ooh, no time to talk. JB from Kotier, he's taking game one. Very good. Very good from the big fella.
Right. If you deflect, essentially, could you still be just holding medium or heavy?
Heavy.
Yeah. I went for the tick throw. Didn't really work out.
Oh, no, again.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect me to do it again.
And look at that hitbox, folks. That 6-6D from Shizu, that thing is, he just obnoxious.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's all around him.
Okay, went for the low. Good punish on the recoil.
Now, this is the first time we're seeing that 2T. It works as, oh no.
Oh my god. You better be winning.
Yeah, you better. Oh, I don't agree with that decision.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh no, he's still alive from a throw.
He's not dead, but it's not good.
Yeah, he doesn't have his weapon.
Nice button. A little bit of chip. 6-6D closing it out. That decision, I do not know about that. He's gonna miss that bar. Maybe he feels that Robert just knows how to avoid the WFT enough that he can give that resource up. But regardless, it's not just a WFT, it's a get out of jail free card from big damage sometimes.
Yeah.
However, nice start to the second round from Earthquake, or Kotier regardless.
Ooh, there you go. Yep, DP into the corner. Yeah. Yo, he's ready with the butt every time he jumps forward. Just to try to beat up any sort of approach.
There's that corpse hop. Trying to create some space. Retreats back to the corner. Throws out 5 so he gets a little bit more damage. Again, what are you doing, little fella?
Yeah. Yeah. He was looking for the throw for the weapon flip, but just out of range from it.
Kotier, I don't care about no meter. He's looking pretty strong right now. But regardless, no meter, he is at a disadvantage going into this third round. There's no way around it.
Yeah. Nice air there.
See, oh, he's looking for it again. Gets stuffed.
But recognizing he does have the lead, so he's hoping that Kotier is going to hang himself with an approach. Nice punish on the 6-6D.
The butt. Full effect. Ooh, JB. Again.
I was so delayed.
Yeah, this guy is piloting the big fella well right now.
Low life is pretty even at this point. Oh, just a run up throw, and that's going to change drastically for Tsumaru.
It's such an aerial game, or matchup, I should say. Between these two, you got to feel like Kotier is looking for something big just to end it, like an SSM, because he doesn't want Robert to have the opportunity to burst.
Right.
However, they've been in the air so much that where is that opportunity? Take some damage. We got the burst. Now you got to find a way to survive with your weapon intact.
Yeah.
No Eason. What is happening?
Ooh. Okay, but he does get the throw. And this is big trouble for the big boy.
Not good. Not good at all, folks. Overfighting.
Yeah, he still has the cheeks. Good jump back in. Gets his weapon.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, very good from Robert. That looked like a JB. Kotier was trying to react with the butts, which is a very quick button, but Robert said, okay, at the very least, I need a trade. I need something, not a ton of damage. Picks the faster button, able to close out that game. Kotier is like, hey, I want to get right back in there. Robert is the one taking a second.
All right, so now it's 1-1. Ooh, nice 5C. Yeah, now he's checking the throw attempts, right? When he lands.
Very good whiff punish from Robert there. Such a good start from Kotier. He needs to find a way to get the weapon back without getting too hurt in the process. but
Oh,
he's far away.
Oh my god!
You can get it. Try it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, nice block. Oh, he still
he's
can't get
fighting.
the knockdown. He's just getting these air hits.
At this point, you just fight. Forget about the
Yeah.
weapon, as far as I'm concerned. That was his opportunity. Caught the backdash. Oh no! Wow!
Wow.
That was
Intense.
wonderful. Oh my goodness. Unarmed Kotier fighting his way back against AR Robert Shizu. No easy task there, but he makes it happen.
Yeah, he just got all the right answers, and it continues. Another 5C. Okay. Robert's finding his way in, trying to keep this corner. Doesn't really work out. Gets burned up for his troubles. Yeah. He's just like, stop throwing out these big buttons. I'm gonna hit you with. Oh. Okay, you want to throw there.
Wow. Things are really starting to spiral out of control for Robert. He pops. JB.
Yeah. Oh, light button. He has to find some sort of way in.
And at this point, Kotier's not afraid to fight. He says, if I lose this round, so be it. I got your bar. Oh my, no.
No. He's trying to chip, yeah.
Oh, it worked out, but what a decision. I would like to pick Kotier's brain because everything I know about this game says that's not the decision to make at all, but it works out.
Yeah.
That was nutty. Wow. GG's, guys. Kotier takes it, going to winners finals, where he's going to run into the young lad, Dustin.
Wow.
A matchup that I can't remember seeing in recent memory, but that should be a fun one. Robert, not out, going to head down to losers quarters where he will meet the winner of Sinister X and Bubba. Man, what a treat that game was, dude. That was a lot of fun to watch.
That game was some very exciting decisions were made, I will say,
For sure.
to enhance the viewer experience.
That's one
Quite
way to put
possibly.
it. All right, so I'm gonna be taking my leave. Good luck, fellas.
Cool,
Alright.
man. What's up, Dustin?
Hey, I'm Gucci, man. What's good with you?
Big chillin'. We just saw two incredible matches. And a new winners finals with you and Kotier. I'm pretty excited to watch.
Yeah, new winners fun, bro. We haven't seen I don't know. This might be the first time I've seen Kotier finally take a set over Robert in tournament. It probably happened at some point in AR, but in like one of their tournaments, but
Everywhere.
yeah, like
Rage
it's
explosion.
but this was a fun set to watch.
Yeah.
I will and now we'll be commentating two of my boys, Bubba 3-0s and Sinestro X, aka Rudy, aka
Your offline training partner.
Sinister. So
Yeah. I'm
yeah.
excited for like Sinister, just because he's been taken aback with like running some tournaments and whatnot, but he's finally getting back into playing Parsec and whatnot, and he's been doing good in the last two tournaments that he's entered. He's made top 8.
And Sinister is a player that prides himself on his fundamentals, and he has mentioned in the past that he hasn't gotten to play Bubba much in a long time. So he wants to see how he does against his offense, because Bubba's a player that
Offense.
he's all gas, no brakes most of the time.
Yeah.
He definitely has his game plan. He's made it his own style. So it's been refined over the course of many months. So in grinding. So we shall see how Rudy is able to deal with Yoshitora. If he is.
Wow.
Oh, wow, good contest.
Yeah. Air to air.
That running medium slash being very fast on Yoshi. Oh. Interesting interaction. Rudy choosing to slide. That is not a good start.
Yeah, he was just like, okay, what's happening? I just want him off of me.
I think he may have gotten frustrated a little bit. I think he may have gotten a little bit frustrated there by the Woshibaki. He may have gotten frustrated there by the test. Ooh, that is a rough game
Goes
one
for
for
both
Rudy.
on for the flower.
Hopefully he can shake it off and go into this next match with a clean head.
Yeah. If I have to describe like Sinister's, he just
This is a very interesting match.
yeah,
Lots
it's just
of
kind of
stuff
working out. And he gets the sword.
Oh, Rudy's got the burst.
No!
He has to burst.
He
There
has
you go.
to burst.
Oh no, he's not able to punish it though. Oh, this is looking like.
What a game!
I think. Oh, looks like that was Bubba trying. Where do we put this in speedruns.net? So. I think that was the quickest game of Sam Show I've commentated yet. So
That was
Rudy
incredible.
choosing to not take a second and immediately going back into it.
Yeah,
Not a
because I
good
don't
look.
know what you can get out of that game. He just got 7 sword, and it was great calculations from Bubba, understanding he didn't have Photon, so he ended the round
Okay,
with
Rudy
it.
contesting with DP finally connects. I think that's first real clean hit he's gotten.
Yeah.
Trying to keep him
Now he
out.
can go into his gameplay.
However, this is doing the slow play here. Bubba wise enough to know that he doesn't need to go in while he has the life lead.
Nice.
After letting Rudy figure that out, he decides to go in. Ooh, misses a cross up.
Yeah, he's trying to check.
He's trying to check with the running medium slasher. Excellent anti-air. Okay. Now,
Block. Oh no.
is this why you check your buttons? Is this looking like
Yeah, he was going for weapon flip. Okay, there we go.
Wonder what got him rage explosion. Right? Maybe he missed a macro and he hit the wrong one.
Yep. Weapon catch.
An unfortunate end to this round, most likely. Weapon kills him. No, oh no, he doesn't.
He still has it.
Rudy has a chance. May land a 5C. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, nice patience.
Bubba chooses to go for a big risk option with the life lead. So, some surprising play.
Oh, okay.
I see. Alright, so Berserker Barrage, very good move from Yoshi. It does a lot of damage and catch people moving all the time. Oh, that could have been a weapon flip. Oh, that was an anti-air. Wow.
He's fishing for it hard. Oh,
And he's gone.
okay.
Alright. I mean, it switched sides, so it was a weird punch to get. Did a little early though.
Yeah.
If you waited longer, you may have messed up the input. So
Oh yeah, it looks like
Alright,
Sinister's
alright,
finally
this
getting
boy-
into his groove.
this boy's trying to feel himself now, Bubba, after getting that 7th sword.
Mm-hmm.
So Bubba taking this a little lightly right now.
Nice check. Ooh, okay.
Looking like Sinister's game to win.
Yeah,
If-
it's still kind of scary because he has weapon flip on deck and you know how much damage that can do, but
Yeah.
go.
Sinister
Wishbone.
choosing to end the round. Maybe should have waited, but it was a fair decision to make. Because Yoshi with that Berserker Barrage can easily rack up some hits to get you in the corner.
nice
Use
block.
the dodge. Big 5C from Rudy.
Yeah. But Bubba's still on the attack.
Alright. Okay. Can test the 66B. And no SSM because of earlier, but still big hit for him.
Yeah, keeps him in this round.
And that's gonna be big damage. Nope. Oh, but he, in an attempt to get the DP, he messes up and gets a fireball. And now this is looking like. All right then. Is this boy trying to go for? Is he trying to go for 7 swords again?
I guess. I just like the juggle of the light. Burst?
That that could have been Ethan. What's he going for? What's he going for?
What is he going for?
He's, Rudy doesn't want him to go for anything right now, so let's see.
Yeah. All but Botan.
Wake up Botan, excellent option to go over lows. Interesting choice in the meantime. But solid games. They were. It was enjoyable.
That was a wild set.
Very, very. Rudy, unfortunately, went out to when he lost his. He went out to the rage explosion on accident and was steamrolled that first game. Got 7th sword. He didn't give himself enough time to collect himself and think, okay. Well, just like after getting hit by the big stick that Yoshi has on his back there.
Yeah. It's That's one way of putting it. But yeah, Bubba moves on. I'm going to be facing Air Robert. So that's kind of cool. And our next match is going to be Markio versus Goro.
So that will be a good one to see. Markio, the only Darley to make it to top 8. We had very strong Darleys in this tournament too, in the pools phase with Nick Cool and also Jacko RCB.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice.
Markio is the one that makes it through.
Yeah, this is a good day for Markio. Let's see how he stacks up against Goro, someone who is he's a Ronin Rumble champion himself,
Mm-hmm.
and also went multiple Wednesday Night Fight champion. So we're gonna see how.
What do you think about this matchup, Darley versus Yoshitora?
I have been told by Darley players that is in Yoshi's favor, which sounds about right, because Darley is forced to really only ever go, like her only answer to Yoshi Jump C is to do early Jump C herself, which is never a good look because she can't deal with this pressure at that point. But maybe Markio will find a way to make it work and prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Goro will be unable to get his. Goro's another, much like a Yoshi player, he is another type of player that can just kind of steamroll you after he gets you with like his goal is to tilt you, you know, kind of get you frustrated with the character Yoshitora. So once he does that, he can start. Starts to get on point with his punishes, and he'll start to kind of roll a train on you, man. So
yeah. So it's up to Markio to. I think like kind of just share the same game plan, because I know Darley can also have that sort of frustrating factor to her. So I think and Markio kind of plays that way as well. A lot of jump C's and trying to get their train going first. So I think that's what the race is going to be. Yeah, it's
we're starting off with some leapfrog here.
Yeah, I think both players are just trying to get their train going first.
Got some such an anti-air from Goro. Rarely do we see that from him. He is one of the people who choose to not opt for Yoshi's anti-airs very often because he's expressed a lack of faith in his anti-air options.
Fair enough. Markio finds his way out of the corner and quarter Goro's back.
Goro checking in with the 2As, making sure he's not going for a run-up grab. 2A is a very solid button from Yoshi. Ooh!
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're not charging that for free.
Just challenges the hammer charge. I like it.
Yeah.
With that very, very strong running heavy slash. That button is incredibly fast, reaching really far, you can anti-air. Far away, it's honestly a really good button. Though it is extremely punishable. It's not changed the fact that it's probably one of the strongest running heavy slash in the game. Yeah, just chill now. We're just hopping around, some low damage.
Yeah. Still trying to find his way in, and that's going to be punish on his feet. He gets a cross up, and there we go. Goro with the first round.
This is a clean play going on from him. Let's see if Markio can answer back. Jump C. Empty jump. Ooh, but didn't get the cross up that he was looking for. Doesn't get jump C. Chooses to DP after Markio not making the punish.
Yeah, because it's a rare button, you don't really see it a lot.
Right.
So I think Markio will swamp with the decision and capitalize.
Okay. He's got some hopscotch going on here. Full screen anti-air with Botan.
Great stuff. Goro finding his way in.
Okay. Just chilling. 5C again.
Okay.
Wow. Did Markio? Did he know he was gonna reflect?
One of the two. Because he saw that the last time that happened, Goro did like a big risk with DP, so he's expecting something along those lines again.
And Goro was recognizing earlier that he didn't get the correct punish from Markyo.
Oh my Jesus.
Most likely a step ahead, but doesn't matter. Berserker Barrage, very good move. You'll continue to say that as Bubba and Goro traverse farther into this set. They might meet up. We might have a Yoshimir on our hands later.
That'd be sick. Old guard
We'll
versus
go,
new.
we'll go with that word. But for now, let's see if Markyo has collected himself. Is able to game close to ending that round, but Berserker Barrage, being the move it is, will oftentimes just close out rounds from nowhere before you're even able to react to the burst.
Yep, getting him with a kick.
Good answer with the 660, the chase down.
Blocks a Bolton, but no
Oh,
punish.
no punish. Oh, you gotta be punishing Botan against Goro.
Yeah. Alright. Nice.
Looks like there's a little bit of matchup unfamiliarity going on with Markyo on some of the punishes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And punish from the 5C from Goro.
Yeah.
Anti-air.
Margio's keeps trying to get in with his cross-up medium button, but Goro's been on point with the blocks.
Ooh, big trade. Darling. Oh no, Goro messing up the electrical punish, but goes into it now after grab combo.
Yeah. He just kept the decisions coming.
Ooh,
Nice.
Yeah, that's that. Yoshi being one of the strongest characters on weapon defense because of his strong jump C, because of his fast punishes, able to punish even the running punches that are normally safe against a lot of characters. But
That was sick.
goes with a big DP there. Not much risk because the worst he's getting hit by is a drop kick. He's not gonna die for it.
Nice. Yeah. Welcome to your new home, the corner. Oh,
Jumps
but
out.
he gets out. And with the cross-up, but
Finally,
Goro
frog.
answered.
Another cross up. Okay. Ooh, doesn't block last hit. Big Wotan for a preemptive anti-air. But that's very low, and yet Markyo not able to get on the whip punish for it because it does have fast recovery, and you have to be really ready to whip punish Wotan.
Yeah.
Markyo not even attempting to try there.
Alright. Just trying to catch some dashes with catch and release. Oh, but he keeps getting beat out in the air with JC.
Anti-air is Goro's attempt going for the cross-up there, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, grabs, but he missed. Another big miss punish from Markyo.
Yeah. Yeah, and Goro's smelling blood.
Ooh, smacks him. We got the. I predict a roundup DP for Chip.
Yeah. Oh, gets the sweep.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh no, he's an anti-air. He gets the
Overhead.
surf anti-air. Whoa. What's Goro?
Ooh.
Okay, Goro.
Okay.
Gives him, jumps in, gets Isen for it, anti-air Isen.
What a comeback.
Alright, but now this is definitely a scary spot to be in. Yoshi with Rage is no joke.
Oh, he jumped.
Okay, goes for the quick. He doesn't go for a heavy punish. Smart by him because Yoshi's weapon flip has significantly less recovery than most other characters.
Yeah. But like rounds like these are really terrifying. That's gonna be deep into DP
Yep.
combo.
Markyo trying to backdash or hold up there, but will still get hit on the meaty frames on the ground there.
Yeah.
Did that punish?
Okay.
Did that punish?
I'm not too sure.
Because
But
Yoshi's.
Oh, it's just this round is still scary because at any point, Goro can be like, I just want weapon flip right now.
Yeah, he still has Rage Explode, Markyo. Even if he lands something big like a heavy slash, Goro still has Goro still has the opportunity to go for a Rage Explosion. That's on the table here.
Checks.
Markyo checking him on everything. Goro for some schmicky wixie. Oh, big damage. That may have been an opportunity where he could have gone for heavy slash.
We went for the
Blocks the
cross up.
cross
This is really scary.
Markyo playing very well. Ooh, another check with the 5B.
This man's crazy.
He's been consistent with that button.
Okay.
Oh, that was not a deep hit.
Overhead.
Oh. Now
One
he's
hit
gonna
from
go low.
either player. And
He
Botan.
Botans. Markio too scared, trying to move with too much there. Got hit out of the air by the Botan. Unfortunate there.
That got real tight near the end.
Goro making a solid comeback in the end there after Rage Explosion ran out. And Markio played very strong throughout all of Goro's Rage Explosion. Yoshi having a very scary weapon flip game, being able to land it pretty solidly a lot of time, but Markio just checked him on everything. Was impressive, but
he was getting the sense of the how each pillar wanted to play near the end, but those quick decisions that you have to make when your life is low just got the better of Markio.
Yep. And overall, good play from both players. And now we will be tagging out with.
Actually, we are going to go on a 5-minute break.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, get your snacks and such. And we'll see you on the other side of that. Mm-hmm. Oh, is it after? Oh, I'm wrong.
No, after quarter. Wait, what finals are these? What? Excuse us for not knowing how top 8s work. But for either way, it's still gonna switch out here. At least I will, and be joined by.
I am swapping in for you, Dustin.
All right, thank you. People will be getting to enjoy Servbot's smooth voice, and we'll give you some very insightful commentary.
Thank you. How goes, Groupon?
Pretty good.
Man, exciting matches early Sunday morning. Is it Sunday? Yeah, it is Sunday.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Man, I'm so excited. I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Yeah, so how you been enjoying the tournament?
Dude, some crazy stuff. Like, either we've witnessed, like, just panic buttons being pushed and things working out, or they're, like, masterminds at decision making. You know, like, the Cotier versus the Robert matchups, where, like, under no circumstances would Rage Explosion be useful in that situation. But, you know, Cotier did it and took it. And that was huge for him. And then the Bubba versus Sinister match, where I think the first round, Bubba just ran Sinister over. You know, Sinister didn't even know what hit him. It happened all so fast.
Yeah, there were some quite key decisions in that first game, like making sure he was going for all the right flowers to end rounds and such like that in order to get the sword. And it came to a surprise to me. I didn't even think he was going to get the flowers as fast as he did.
Yep, and Bubba, being the all gas no brake driver he is led him to, I believe, here, where we are now doing Bubba versus AR Robert.
Ah, sick. All right. So there's a lot of history on this. You know, Robert being kind of a demon, a bracket demon for Bubba for a while. He did eventually get the win, I think 2 weeks ago, in order to move on to face Dust and that. But they've been going back and forth.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see how this one goes.
Yeah, I think Bubba, being the relative kind of newcomer who's made a very dominant, you know, play in his, you know, Sam Show tournament life. It's been kind of interesting to watch Bubba overcome, like, I would say, tiers of challenges, right? And in this case, the battle with him and AR Robert is probably like the next thing he needs to do is just make it so that he is consistently able to beat Robert, to kind of cement himself on the next tier of like tough opponents.
All right, but you know, Robert finally getting the experience of Bubba.
Ooh.
So Ooh, but you know, the Sabaki and Botan's still a great tool.
Oh no, we got a blocked Botan, but no good punish.
Okay.
It's a little scrambly right now.
Yeah, he took the trade. But Air Robert has gained the lead. And he's just trying to play with it a little bit right now. Good. Just front up throw. He wants tempo.
Yeah, Bubba definitely wants to control the pace. Oh, that block is awesome.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Bubble. There's a lot of times that you just don't expect the other players to try to like take their turn back right away, and sometimes it works amazing and it allows Bubble to get into the player's head. But a lot of the times it could just kill him.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that's very smart for Robert to not punish that, because I think Yoshi's weapon flip actually does recover pretty quickly, and if you're not close by, it's not worth trying to get a punish, because that's just going to get killed. Okay, Robert opts to drop the tap.
Yeah, you was seeing in the beginning of the round the Bubble was trying to force his turn a lot, but we're seeing a different Bubble. Yeah, good air.
Ooh, nice run under anti-air.
Okay. Ooh, 6xc just challenging the way up.
All right, Bubba has to be careful now. Shizu has rage. Ooh, that jump C. Bubba
Yeah.
pop.
Just trying to get in. Holding up. Oh.
Oh no.
Man, and there you go. Air Robert takes the first game.
Yeah, his float caused Bubba, you know, his itchy finger E-send when Robert went for the float. Bubba taking it a little bit slower right now.
Yeah. Trying to respect turn order and whatnot. But as I say, he DPs that.
Bubba's like, I am still going to steal my turn steal your turn from you whenever possible.
Air Robert responds with a throw with corner pressure. Trying to catch the jump back, but doesn't really work out. And Bubba's on again.
Ooh, that DP got stuffed by Shizu's JC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that one's deep, and that's gonna kill. He's so disrespectful with his DPs. I love it.
I think that's both his greatest
His great
strength, yeah, and his greatest weakness. Oh! Yeah. All right.
Yeah. He just wants his turn back. There you go. Right?
Robert went for the throw to secure the.
Oh, that's smooth, baby.
For the punish. Yeah. Oh, that sequence of events, man. Robert missed the punish, went for the grab to secure the weapon flip punish, and Bubba bursted. And I think all of that could have been prevented if Robert just weapon flip punished instead of going for the throw.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was the most Bubba round ever. If Bubba wins, he's gonna win fast.
He either goes fast or he doesn't go at all, right? That's.
You saw him just trying to. Yeah, I have momentum right now. I don't want to go back to character select. Alright. But Air Roberts changing things up.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that trade. Roll forward. Okay. Doesn't want to keep the space. Nice bolt on. He's trying to challenge too much.
2C from Bubba. Where are these taps coming from?
Yeah, I mean it's the same answer as like he's trying to figure out when he's gonna DP. Cause you just don't know when Bubba's gonna try to take his turn back.
Right, and I think he's just nice jump back float cancel into the umbrella spin. I think Robert is just kind of like preemptively tapping, trying to guess if Bubba's gonna DP this time or not. But so far he's gone for like 0 for 3.
Nice front under, slowing him down. But there you go, Berserker Barrage.
Oh, that's a deep one. And that's the full combo.
Yeah. But that filled there, Robert's rage full. So you
Yep.
might be looking on a weapon flip real soon. Ooh, ow. Bro.
Wake up throw from Bubba.
Nice.
Ooh, nice there, JC, but
Ah.
not enough. We're
Yeah.
just gonna both time past that.
Okay. Ah, there you go. You never know when they're gonna show up. Nice. Use plus to chase him down, and another great bolt on to keep the pressure up.
Another Botan on wake up just to make sure, checking to see if you're blocking high.
Yeah. Ooh, gets low.
Oh, no cancel.
Yeah, he didn't get it canceled. That's gonna be huge.
And Bubba didn't weapon flip punish.
Another
Insane.
bolt on. Another bolt on.
We're gonna get a pop.
Oh wait, no! No, what? No!
Oh, there was some pause going on there. I think Robert overloaded on the thinking. Wow.
Yeah.
That decision. There was like the processing time took too long. You saw Robert jumped over Bubba's with grab, and then there was like, you know, you get like the when your internet is too slow, the button is just like dot 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 dot, and it was loading.
Yeah.
And Robert overthought it when he could have just mashed the E-send and gave Bubba the time to recover, and that cost him the game. Wow.
Yeah. That was weird. I don't want to say he was trying to do like SSM or just I don't know. It was just a weird way to end the set.
Yeah, definitely. I think really all like the biggest thing was there was too many decisions that was being thought on the mental stack, and it just a moment of hesitation was just what Bubba needed to avoid death and snatch victory from that, and that's exactly what he did.
Damn. Well, yeah. Bubba moves on. I'm going to be facing someone in Timmings, and we're going to be moving on to our next match. But good ups to Bubba. It looks like Bubba figuring out something in the matchup.
Right. I think Bubba has figured out how to break arrobert.exe, because
Yeah.
now Bubba's been on the winning side of the exchange, and now we move on to our next match, which is a Southern Californian team kill featuring Hella Plus and Goro. So we've got the loser Yoshi gauntlet going on.
Yeah, they're going to be running over. But this is kind of a bad matchup for Goro's character. Rimu has a lot of answers, especially on the ground with her fast buttons, in order to counter some of what Goro wants to do.
Definitely. And, I just want to point out that while Hella Plus has been, in top 8, made many top 8s on Wednesday Night Fight, like, this is one of his first coming in at winner side, and he has been playing phenomenal. He's cleaned up his gameplay a lot. He's gotten his punishes down. So he's definitely made a lot of improvement. And I would like to see how he handles Goro's Yoshi, because Nate, Hella Plus Nate, had to overcome Bubba to make it into top 8 on winner's side. So he is getting definitely the Yoshi gauntlet from both Yoshis.
Yeah, but I think he's prepared definitely for the matchup. So let's see what happens.
Oh, Goro opting to not go for his classic red Yoshi color.
Yeah. Oh, he's speaking up for Bubba. Nice. Yep, trying to speed it up. And then take his time. Yeah, this is definitely a different playstyle from Bubba. Just picking his moment and slowly pushing the Rimu into a position where she doesn't really have enough space to play with.
I would say Goro's style of Yoshi differentiates from Bubba a lot. Ooh, nice punish on the whip grab by Goro. Goro is able to kind of observe the situation and play defensively until he needs to slam on the gas. By no means is Goro's Yoshi a defensive one, but he's just less likely to just go all gas all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's recognized.
What the anti-air?
I don't know what. Okay,
Yoshi,
cool.
Yoshi's hitbox is on his blades, and it extends his hitbox a lot forward. So that was a nice anti-air by Heliplus. And time is slowly ticking down, but
Yeah, but he gets a cross up, so that's
Yep.
gonna end the round. Oh, I don't. Was it 6xc that anti-aired that?
No, that was a
he didn't get
stand.
it.
that was a stand B.
Yeah, because he didn't get. He got air reset. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, just checking all these approaches. 2A, great button for it.
Yeah, and Heliplus. Ooh, no follow up with a DP on that running 6-6A.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of damage and mix-up potential. Ooh, but there we go.
Nice catch by Heliplus on the punish for Goro 6-6C. No.
It wasn't deep enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goro's running, trying to get as much damage out of his rage mode. Didn't get the weapon flip, so at least we can breathe that.
Yep. Oh, runs into the platform.
Yeah. Ooh.
Is a
Okay.
trade? Oh, that was not deep enough.
Went for the punish too, but didn't get the DP. Okay, but he has a
Nice.
huge life lead, and now he's out of the corner with all this space to play. 16 seconds left on the clock, so he has to find some sort of answer to all this.
Right. I like the right. I love the run under that Nate did. That was a very smart decision. And now he just has to be careful that he's not walking himself into the corner, or he has a way out.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, Goro tried to catch the landing, but the platform canceled that plan.
Yeah. Are you just?
And-
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Heliplus is not going to hit buttons to give him rage.
That was really, really good patience displayed by Heliplus.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Gets command grab.
Goro recognizing that wasn't deep enough, went for the command grab reset.
Okay, he just needs Sabaki. And Asago for his 7 swords.
Goro very rarely goes for the 7 swords. So,
Yeah.
Unlike Bubba, Goro will kind of avoid situations that he intentionally goes for the 7 swords.
Yeah.
He'll take the damage instead.
Yeah, but Hal is being a heck of a pest, finding the run unders and checking the fort. Anything from Goro. So he needs to find just the right jump.
Right.
Right.
Oh
It's just
man, all those 6-6As with Heliplus, he's not expecting them to hit, so he's not going through with a DP.
Yeah. Oh, he's through? Okay, has to burst, got hit with the cross up.
This is
Yeah.
still very dangerous.
He's just waiting for the jump.
Yep, Heliplus going for the run stop. Oh, sick. Oh, and goal! Into the platform.
Yo, this okay. 2 decisions. He was doing so well. Only Heliplus was only to get like bits and pieces of damage from the 6As and run under, but it was just 2 huge decisions at the end. And he was able to take the game because of it.
Dude, it's so scary when you're in a corner and rolling forward against Rimu, especially those platforms. Man, that is so scary. I think Goro either thought that Heliplus was going to go for a Dondeke setup.
Yeah, but it was just like the little cheeky little boot out, and then the confirm that
Yep.
just threw Guru off. Yeah, because he was playing so focused on playing in that space that he wasn't just blocking low.
Nice punish by Goro.
Yep, just trying to keep the corner pressure. Trying to not let him jump, but yeah, here we go. Hella Plus finding a little bit of damage that he needs.
Oh, but he runs into Goro's jump C.
Nice. Yeah, he just has to figure out a way to make use of this corner. But Goro's not giving him anything to bite with. A lot of down backing, just waiting to see what will happen. Right? He's not really thinking about trying to get out of the corner right now.
Right. Well, I think. Ooh, nice. I think Hella Plus hasn't had aggressive answers other than throwing Dondake's, and so being in a corner hasn't been terrible for Goro.
Oh, he did. Okay. Finally with the bolt on.
Right.
Oh, nice dodge!
Ooh, Hella Plus, that could have been an SSM to end the round.
That's fine. He has time left on his side.
Oh,
So
but
he can
Goro
play a
has
great
rage.
keep away. He does have rage weapon flip, so it's kind of scary.
Yep. He's gonna have to utilize those platforms to get away and stall for time.
He's been doing a great job so far. 2 seconds left on the clock, and I don't think Goro's going to be able to.
Ooh, time's up. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, it was close, but it wasn't enough. And that just gave Rimu some rage. Okay, just a little too late on the punish, but gets a sick jump in combo.
Oh, caught Hella Plus trying to wall jump out.
Ooh. Okay,
Nope.
okay. Second hit. Good
Yep.
job.
Yoshi's amazing 2C. No.
Punish?
Yep.
Yeah, and this is Goro's time to start the maul and ends
Yep.
it with a bolt on.
Goro mixing up the highs and the lows. Kept Hella Plus guessing.
Good check. Oh, jump back A. I like it. Keeping the neutral.
So Hella Plus has been doing really good with kind of the range game with Dondake's and then running under Yoshi's jump C's. What I would like to see him do is when he jumps over or when he runs under Yoshi to check him with like a A or something quick to kind of get that quick anti-air just to continue the little bits of damage. Because so far, I think Hella Plus has been able to win off of just doing little damages here and there. And he needs to squeeze every bit out of that.
Yeah, but I mean, I get the pressure with the fireball, but it's not really getting him anything because of the just defense. And I think Goro is content with just trying to find the lead and play for time from this point. But it's not entirely working out in his favor right now.
I like that platform, the platform stuff that he did, just to kind of make sure that you stay out of the ground and away from, you know, the issues of weapon flip when Yoshi has rage. Because when Yoshi has rage, man, the floor is lava.
Yeah. And Hella Plus is just playing solid. 5 seconds left on the clock. We're definitely get a 0-0 burst.
Yep, for sure. And here we go.
Okay.
The platform.
Kind of spook. And now he wants to go in because the it wasn't deep!
Oh, wow.
And there he goes, 0 seconds left on the clock.
And Hella Plus takes it. Wow.
The Tonda Cave with a little bit spick. Yeah, Yoshi has to get up. A shame that he lost. And he just gets hit with a snowball. Man. That was sick.
Sick. Hella
Oh my
Plus
God.
bursting and causing that Isen to completely whiff as he's invulnerable during that time. And, you know, the recovery of the Isen is so long, it still gave him time to apply his own Isen and got the life lead.
Yeah.
And Hella Plus will take that from Goro, knocking Goro out. And what that also means is we get the run back of Hella Plus and Bubba, which is the rematch from brackets.
Yeah. Ooh, that's super exciting. I'm so proud for Hella Plus. He's been playing so well throughout this top 8. And he's cleaned up his neutral so well, and his decision making is on top of it. You could do it. Who knows? Who knows? No?
Definitely, definitely. And as of now, I think we are going to now take a quick 5-minute break, and we will be back for winners finals, losers semis, losers finals, and grand finals.
Yeah. Get your snacks. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ronin Rumble's Top 8 for the Matsuri event. How y'all doing? We are back with winners finals, and it's going to be me and my bud Sugar Bear.
Hey, what's going on, Muffin?
Pretty good. I got real excited. I had to leave the room from my last game, but I'm back and I'm ready for those winners finals.
For sure, dude. Yeah, it's been a wild tournament already. I mean, Robert is out, Goro is out. We got a lot of young blood. It's the day of the young bloods, and Cotier representing Mexico and Arcade Rumble hanging in there. So really interesting top four, quite different from what we've seen in recent weeks. So I'm really excited to see how this plays out. I mean, there's a lot of question marks right now.
But exciting question marks.
For sure. I'm really looking forward to this. And thank you all at home for joining us. And thank you, excuse me, to Holiday Matsuri for allowing us to strut our stuff today.
We're showing up well.
For sure. And for those at home, the Matcherino, please, if you can, there's coupon codes. That's essentially free money. If you could take the moment to contribute with the coupon code, greatly appreciated. It looks like, I think Holly Matsuri put in $350 to get us started, so we got a fat pot building. If you all have the time, please take it and put in that code.
Yeah, it's a juicy pot so far. There's also the reward of, if you're going to Hatsuru Matsuri, like a 2-day pass for the winner for this too.
Yeah, let me pull that up real quick. VIP pass for first place, and then I think a 2-day passes for second and third. I'm gonna pull that up real quick. But in the meantime,
3-day pass passes to the hotel for second and third, and some of the pots. So yeah.
Pretty sick. All right, we're getting right into it. Dustin versus Cotier, repping the big fella. Fire guy and big fella. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Oh, went for the overhead.
Whips.
Yeah, it was just a little bit too far for it.
Cotier setting the tone early. You can't charge for free. That's good to let him know.
Yeah. But I think Dustin's okay with taking the hits because he knows he can probably make the damage back if he does manage to hit one of them. But the run-up throw is not going to be the answer. And it looks like Gear's going to take the round pretty convincingly.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by the run-up throw from Dustin. Not the sort of play I would expect from him so soon. Didn't pay off, but there's a lot of games left to be played here. We got a little bit of a meatball going there, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Ooh, just gets sat on.
Ooh, interesting choice. Doesn't work out. Nice throw. Doesn't expend a charge. He wants the big
Oh, yeah. He has the ability for a big corner combo if he's able, but expends charges. Yeah, but he's still not letting him out.
Cotier, rage running down. He is very threatening, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make any use of it right now. Nice run under.
Yeah. And there you go. He can take the risk for the charges for the next round because he feels like this is in the bag.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get one more. Opts just to get the damage and move on. Okay, we got a round apiece going into the third round of the first round.
Yeah. Probably take a charge, yeah, just to have the thread open.
No 2C that time. Trying to be pretty conservative though when he throws that out.
Yeah. Just finding the right moment, but does get clipped with the 5C. Oh, there it is.
Ooh, snatches the big fella right out of the air. The upper body strength from Kaz on full display.
Alright. But the big guy just has to shake it off. He does have a weapon flip going for it. Misses.
Robert is so good about that, but right there, it doesn't work out. Ooh, pops. Okay, things are happening hot and heavy right now. Okay, with JB in the throw. Dustin takes it. Now, you know, I find myself saying this often. Dustin is very good about getting the weapon back, but this is always a gamble.
Yeah.
Okay. At that point, he was like, I'm just going to take the risk. I need the weapon. I want him to be able to burst. He does. No. You can see the Cotier started to do the teleport to try and get out of dodge, but Dustin was quick enough that he wasn't able to do it. That 5C from Earthquake, very punishable, especially by Eason. Cotier tries to evade it, as I mentioned, doesn't work out. Dustin's going to take the first game here in winners finals.
Yep. And just to reiterate, the winner final will be 3 out of 5.
We got some games to play. Nice 2C from Earthquake there. Something of a risky button, but quite powerful when used sparingly.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit more aggression coming out of Cotier.
Back to punishing those charges. At the end of last game, he was sort of letting Dustin get away with it. I think he really needs to maintain a space that's going to allow him to punish if he dare try and charge that meatball.
A little taunt. Seeing Dustin just opting to hold down back.
Yeah, but from downtown, that's an overhead. Catches Dustin. A little bit of damage accumulating here. Dustin trying to get in. Again, that throw didn't work out for him last time. Not working out for him this time. He's got rage. JC closes out that first round from Cotier. And we have something of a mirror of last game going on here. Dustin coming in with a little bit of rage. That's
We
not
committed to the full butt.
nice damage there.
Yeah. But it does give him whips. But more importantly, more damage on the JCs.
Dustin corner now. How do you put your way out? He's definitely, one thing I've noticed about Dustin recently is when cornered, he's trying to be a lot more vertical. A lot of jumping. It's working out for him so far.
Yeah. Trying to get in with the wall jump.
Oh, doesn't work out. Wow, nice chunk of damage there from Cotier. Yeah, as I said, again, this guy is blowing my mind right now with these bursts.
Yeah. He doesn't want to play another round. He wants to seal it right now. Okay. Yeah, you already committed to the button, but gonna burst.
Oh, no, he's late. No, I like the idea, but just a little too late there. So now we're going in this third round of game 2. No resources for Cotier. Tries open.
Okay.
Cancels that 5C into Flame Breath. Oh, yo! That's awesome. That's gonna hurt real bad. If I'm not mistaken, Earthquake SSM is the most damaging in the game. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that was a lot of sauce.
And not only that, he has no weapon. So
Yeah.
things, for those at home who might not be familiar with this game, it's known for being quite calm, but things can happen really quickly. Dustin fighting.
Yeah, this is all he has.
Wow. That was looking really bleak from Cotier, but he sort of forced the situation with the 5C, said, you're going to want to punish this. There have been a lot of missed punishes there in that set. And Cotier buffers in the deflect and really puts him in a position to close out that round that he was in a major disadvantage going into.
Yeah, but that's just a testament to how, like, you're never out in Sancho.
We're seeing it again, a lot of missed punishes on heavies from both players. It's what led to that deflect situation. We'll have to see how they use that to their advantage. Going forward.
Yeah, but it just seems to be a lot more of an air approach. Trying to make that 5C option a little bit more safer. Nice throw.
Yeah, Dustin not gambling with his opportunities right now. He could have gone for damage and tried to maximize that rage bar, but he said, no, I have this opportunity. I want to take the weapon.
Yeah. And there you go. Cotier, locked out of his weapon, has to fisticuff, sits on him.
We've seen him do it once, so he just took back the lead. I mean, easier said than done, but I'm not going to doubt the big fella. Eee, that's not good.
Nice block. Right, just gotta find his moments.
Very good play from Dustin there. Just staying airborne, predicting that Cotier was going to jump at some point, throwing out early JPs to catch him, takes that first round.
Well, he gets a charge, but it gets eat up by the flame.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Just running away with the lead. Okay.
Dustin, he was turtling in the corner a lot for the first 2 games, and he's sort of pushing the initiative more now.
Yeah. Trying to take back some of the space that Earthquake is playing with when he jumps in the air.
perhaps not as comfortable allowing Cotier to take the initiative right now.
Just gets hit for 5C, a little tick. Another
Nice.
tick in the air. Ooh.
Yeah, that seems to be the story of the match right now. What happens on block 5C? Very good.
Okay, kind of spooky. Yeah. But Justin still has a lot of time to play with in this round and just really wants to pick his moment. There it is. This gets beats out with a little button in the air and it's looking kind of dire for Justin and punishes the charge.
Yeah, Dustin had accepted his fate at that point. He just wanted the charge. Let's think about the final round here.
Yeah. It's on. Yeah, he's trying to check something. Ooh.
Wow. So much time to confirm. Good from Dustin there.
Ooh. Nice. Doesn't walking with the. Oh.
Oh, that was it. He didn't.
He didn't do it. Burst right back. He wants to keep the tempo.
A really scary situation. No East in there from Dustin. To succeed.
Two.
Very good initial jump from Dustin there. Took a scary situation and made it scary.
And now we're dealing with no burst from either player. Good air to air. Nice block on the overhead, but it's not going to amount to much.
Oh, very good
Okay,
effect
okay.
from Dustin there. So that's going to take it to 2-1 Dustin's favor. Really good game so far. As I said, the story of the matchup seems to be that blocked 5C from Cotier. It led to a lot of big moments, and Dustin's trying to find out how to capitalize properly on that situation. Dustin hovering for a second. Nope, we're going back in. Fire guy versus the big fella. Dustin up 2 right now.
Indeed. This could be potential final game of the set. Alright, finds a moment to get a charge. And just holding on to opportunities. Has a nice little lead, so he's just going to hold up and find charges where he can. Nice checks. Okay. Ooh, but another big deflect, and he's going to take him straight to Pain Town.
That hurts so bad. And Cotier has some sort of read of it. That's big damage.
Yeah, now it's on the back foot. Dustin
Albert.
really needs to go in, and he's taking his opportunity now.
For sure. Cotier jumping a lot there, not afraid. He just didn't want to lose his weapon. However, right now it's definitely in Dustin's favor. Cotier really wanted to close this out. He spent that SSM. That's a valuable resource. Not again. No deflect that time. Wow. I mean, good from Dustin there. Cotier having to spend that SSM and not getting the win for it. Something of a loss. Not only did he lose the round, but he also lost that resource.
Yeah. But I think having burst is a little bit more important.
Oh, 100%. For sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, again. He's been doing his best. Okay, good punish. Dude, Dustin's been charging a lot for free recently.
Yeah. Okay, the lives are pretty intact. Just one big button from Earthquake and even it right back up, so he doesn't feel the need to really pressure.
Yeah, and it looks like Dustin is now slipping in those charges when he blocks Earthquake 5C, which is very smart, because that's been a pivotal part of Cotier's offense so far. However, that meatball is for naught. Chase down with Dustin. Toe kick, confirmed. Very good. And Dustin, set point here, starting to look a little scary. Ooh,
Ooh,
okay.
baits
Nope.
it, but
That's probably
That's it.
Very good from Dustin there. We could see what Cotier was trying to do. He was trying to bait the 2C by jumping towards him and doing the elbow drop. However, recovery on that 2C just too fast. Recovered before the WFT came out. So good idea from Cotier, but it just didn't work that time. Cotier now heading down to losers finals, where he's going to face the winner of our next game, which is Bubba versus Hella Plus. Battle of the Young Bucks.
And with that, I think we are switching off.
Yep, I'm stepping in for you, Muffin.
All right, enjoy your time.
All right, later, Muffin.
What is up, Sugar Bear?
What's going on, sir? Wild tournament we got today.
Dude,
man.
right? Oh my god. There are some delay in decision making. Like, that is just literally costing players the rounds. I don't
Sure.
I don't know if there's just like they're trying to process too much things, or they're overthinking the situation, or it's just like the tournament nerves, or I don't know what's going on. But I kind of feel like they are missing some of the like simplest answers that they had, and overthinking the situation, and as a result there's just like that moment of delay, and it is costing rounds.
For sure. And you know, this game is understandably so has a rep for the neutral and being kind of on the slow end of things, and that is true, but it's a game of extremes. It can be moments of quiet followed by moments of absolute chaos. And I think you're right. When you're so engrossed in that chaos, when the simple thing is right in front of your face, you tend to lose yourself in that moment. And it's cost some people some games today.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And it looks like we're moving on to losers semis, and this is a run back from the brackets with Heliplus and Bubba. And Heliplus actually had to beat Bubba to get to winners top 8. So this is the run back.
For sure. And you know, we're a small, tight knit community. I'm sure Bubba was stoked for Hella Plus to be getting in the winner's side of top 8. But at the same time, you know, Bubba's been thinking about this and he's pretty stoked about that run back.
Definitely. And for Hello Plus, he's been running the Yoshi Gauntlet today. So, you know, hopefully he's got a solid game plan against the Yoshis, even though they play quite differently. I think having a general plan against what their opponent, the options that their opponents could have, is very important.
For sure. And this is a matchup that I do think Rimu fights pretty well.
Wow.
Look at that
Bubba
damage.
rolled forward into the platform and just ate that entire combo.
Yeah, Bubba is not afraid, that's for sure. However,
No.
right now he's eating a lot of damage for it. Wow, surprised that platform did not catch off the gremlin foot there. Okay.
Ooh, Berserker Barrage, but that's quite all right. Heliplus with a huge life lead, and I think very content to maybe chill on the platform for the trades, and I think that's a smart decision.
Yeah, Bubba trying to hold him in place, but Heliplus eventually wriggles out. Now, you know, it's a lot of time to try and stay alive. I don't think you can consider running out the clock at this point. Hela's got to find a way to close this out. He has time to do so, but he's got to think about closing it out.
Definitely.
How's he going to do that?
I think Bubba is definitely known for stepping on the gas, so being able to use these platforms and kind of, nice anti-air by Heliplus.
Really good patience.
Yeah, being able to dictate the pacing of this is going to be the key for Heliplus.
Enter the blender, though. There we go. Botan. Now what? Ooh.
Oh,
No.
It was just a moment too late, but that was totally the right call.
Very, very. Oh. He wishes he had that SSM then, though.
I know, but still though.
Good punish from Bubba. It's getting chaotic around here. Hell's just trying to create a little bit of breathing room. Platforms make that easier for Rimu than most characters.
Definitely. And these are all good decisions that he is making right now.
Yeah, Hella is definitely playing out of his mind today. Great trade. Ooh, scary. Great DP.
Okay. Oh no, and he whiffed the DP.
Great punish. 17 seconds on the clock. Great recognition of the situation there from Hella Plus. Able to confirm. Ooh, interesting. Botang going over the universal overhead from Rimu.
Oh no!
What do you do? Meaty? Something? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh, again!
Again, caught Bubba with the anti-air. Way to go, Hella Plus.
Wow. Wow, no burst, no nothing. Hella Plus, as you said, both rounds ended the exact same way. Hella Plus choosing the right time just to chill. DP closing out each round. Bubba, not deterred though. He's ready to go back.
Oh, okay, got the trade for that.
Tricky, but doesn't work out.
Bubba goes for the cross-up 6-6C, but Hella Plus was able to block it.
A little bit of reserve from Bubba for a moment. Send back in. Nice TP. Moment of calm, like we talked about earlier. Bubba decides enough of that. I want to go in. Oh, very good on the recoil situation there. Bubba assumed nothing was going to come. Oh, plus throws that TP. However, Berserker Barrage, look at that damage, folks.
Wow. And Hella Plus working at a very bad life deficit.
For sure, and not a lot of time left on the clock. Oh, very good JB from Bubba there, just sort of picking him out of the air. Bubba up first round.
Ooh, nice. Full punish from the 6-6A.
Hella has really been on his confirm today. Able to quickly realize the situation, go in and get as much damage as he can.
Nice! A grab punish on the whiff 6-6C by Hella Plus, and Bubba sticking out that 6-6C a little bit too early.
No confirm.
Oh no. Nice!
Very good. Very good.
Bubba throwing that weapon flip out, and Hella Plus recognizing that it was not going to hit and quickly went for the punish.
Oh my goodness. No time to talk. Oh!
Questionable decision there by Hella Plus.
Yeah, more on that in a minute. Hella's got to fight. A lot of time left on the clock and a lot of damage to make up. And Bubba's just going ham. Very good. So there's a lot of weird interactions in this game. And in that moment, Hella had popped. He saw that Bubba was hit by the ice and was in something of a juggleable quote state. So he decided to let that Easton rip. However, one of the big things about this game is when you are safe to punish. And I think in that situation, it was a little ambiguous. And he, I don't want to say he overexerted himself, but I felt like that was a risk he didn't need to take. But sometimes, especially when the pressure's on, you see your opportunity and you want it, and he let it rip, but just a little too late. Maybe some, a little more conservative play in the future.
Right.
Yep.
And I also think he bursted just a little bit too early.
Possibly. I mean, it was a scary situation for sure. And that's what's so interesting about the burst mechanic is there's a lot of debate about when is or isn't the right time to burst. Oh my goodness. Okay. Early lead for Bubba here. Tony K's out.
And Bubba's starting to punish those platforms. So I think it is a good time for Hella Nate to kind of alter the timing of the platforms.
Yeah, or start to favor a more grounded approach. Rimu does have grounded options for dealing with the JC. But once you've seen that an option of yours has sort of been sniffed out, you got to mix it up a little bit. You're
Right.
Keep eating damage. Right now, despite that, Hella is in a good spot. Ooh, and out of the corner. Berserker Barrage.
Away from the Berserker Barrage was a good call.
Trying to create space. 16 seconds on the clock. Hella Plus has been very good today about running down that clock. And look at this. This is sort of a nuisance to deal with, folks.
Yep.
Oh, that platform super active, and it does a nice chunk of damage. Bubba trying to thread the needle ends up jumping into the platform. Hella Plus back to set point.
Yep. And I think Hella Plus should recognize that Bubba is doing the jump delayed full time. So, recognizing that that's kind of how Bubba is choosing to answer to the platform could help.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more Tonda cases this round. I think that's sort of an acknowledgement of Bubba chasing down those platforms. However, now he's cornered, and this is kind of scary. Bubba's showing a lot of respect right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Oh,
you see a lot of that in this game too. Already committed to something when there's a big punch opportunity there.
Right,
You can't blame him. Very scary.
be careful.
A little too late. Oh my goodness, great 5C. What a time to throw it out. However,
Berserker Barrage, gotta be careful.
Yoshi has a lot of chip options here, but Rimu is the one who's down.
Went for the throw option, but was a little obvious about it.
Now we got set point for both players. Both players have all the resources. Great patience there from Hella Plus. Good punish. Gets him right back in there.
Keeping Bubba out with all those dome decays.
Here, I thought he was almost...
Oh no.
Interesting choice. It could have been an input error. Maybe he was thinking he would go, the invul would eat the Tonike and he'd go right through to punish. Regardless, didn't work out.
Nice punish and succeed. Ooh, nice throw punish. Oh, now
Scary.
Hella Plus needs to be careful.
Yeah, and Bubba just going in. I need that. I need your bar right now.
Yep. I would just keep the distance, and then if Yoshi gets close, let's just platform it. And there, crisis averted, and now we are back to the neutral with Hella Plus controlling this solidly.
Yeah, sort of an odd decision from Bubba. It would say, okay, I'm gonna stop right now. This is really critical mass here for this matchup. Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
God.
This is a high-low.
Oh, this is so intense.
Dude. Nobody breathed. There's still so much time left on the clock. They're just so close right now. Here. Oh, 6-6-C.
Wow.
What an option. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when Rimu does that sweep there, she can either go all the way back and recover, or she can set up a platform. And I think 6-6-C would cover both options there, if I'm not mistaken. So ultimately, not the proper decision there in that situation. But just Hella Plus did so good today, and I think that needs to be celebrated, especially today. The final tournament of the year for Sam Show, really showing through, and I think a lot of it had to do with just being on top of his punishes. What did you see from Hella today?
He kept it super solid. I think one of the things that shows a growth of a player is how they handle situations when they're down in health and when the opponent is just like in their face. And basically, I think it's known that for all players, before we start a match, we have a game plan. And when that game plan gets challenged, how you make adaptations to it is very important.
For sure. And in my eyes, it wasn't just the punishes. He was also laming it out with platforms really well. I just feel like he had every aspect of Rimu's game down, and he was executing them all incredibly well. So shout outs to Hella Plus. Looking forward to more from him in 2021. He just did absolutely fantastic today. However, we're going now into losers finals, correct? Yep, it's going to be Kotier versus Bubba.
That's
and
right.
That I don't think I've ever seen. I've never seen these two play. I don't think.
I think they might have crossed path in WNF, but very seldom, I think.
For sure. And Kotier does have other characters, so I was thinking a little bit about that, but that's irrelevant. We're going straight to the big fella. So it's going to be EQ versus Yoshi. And this is historically, as we mentioned earlier, a bad matchup.
Definitely. This is definitely a bad matchup on favoring Yoshi. But Kotir, kind of known to be able to turn these around, as Kotir was able to put Goro in losers. So he's definitely has a game plan and is able to deal with Yoshi. But we'll see. Bubba has been able to crack a lot of players with just his pressure. So we will see how he handles this.
Yeah, my gut take is going to be, I mean, there's two things. Bubba, if you're not used to playing him, it's going to be difficult. However, I feel like Cotier and the players from Mexico as well are not afraid to scrap. They're not going to be afraid of the tempo. So we'll see how this turns out. Right now, small lead for Bubba. Look at that. What a
There's a great punish on the DP by Kotir.
Ooh, soft.
That was a nice punish.
Does not go for the buzzsaw there, which is interesting choice. Bubba gets his weapon back.
Oh,
Good option there. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think Kotir wasn't fully interested because he was trying to burn Bubba's rage.
Yeah, it was sort of an odd situation because I feel. Oh, the clock. We're gonna have to focus because things are gonna go fast here. I think. Bubba early lead. That ain't it. That must have been an SSM attempt.
It seems like it, yeah.
Earthquake has got the WFT. Cotier is very good about anti-airing with that, but I think trying to get a hold of Bubba's rhythm is going to be difficult.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
I love the ninja teleport anti-airs and the fat teleport.
Yeah, you see it once. Oh, what a trade. You see it once and you think, hey, you know, misinputs happen, but it looks like this was an active decision here. We're seeing a lot of stuff we don't normally see pull out. Oh my goodness.
Just like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
No burst from Bubba and a very definitive victory by Kotir.
Yeah, and you know, we talk about, are you ready to handle Bubba? He's got a certain style. Well, you know, Kotir, are you ready to handle Kotir? I guess is also a fair question because this guy, you know, he can play a steady, solid game or he can go off the wall as well. Those fat teleports, though, it looks like those are preemptive attempts to stop jump-ins when he's sort of in a close area where he can feel really threatened by it, which is a big risk. I mean, if you block fat teleport, it's an SSM, but I like that option early on. We'll see if he continues to go for it.
Yeah, that's really, really good decision making. Ooh, okay, just like that. Bubba starts off the round with a Tsubaki.
Nice take the hand grab. Oh, again.
Another to command grab.
Now, I feel like, you know, most players that will start to break you mentally, but I just feel like Bubba's not going to care. Throws don't do a lot of damage in this game, but they do a mental damage for sure.
Definitely.
Not a big punish, but a punish. That 2C from Yoshi is hard to punish sometimes. Ooh.
Okay. And I like that Kotir is using the wall jumps to get out of the corner. Oh, but Bubba challenging all of the jumps this time.
Yeah, Bubba is really mauling. He's trying to hold Kotir in place, and so far he's done a great job. With a little bit of space created now. 17 seconds on the clock. Okay, very good. There it was. So he went to that well, and Bubba was prepared. I feel like that fat teleport was a good option game one. It got him that first game, but I think he needs to put it on hold for a little bit.
Yeah, definitely, because Bubba is definitely on the lookout for it now. And once that teleport gets predicted, it is very, very dangerous because that's an SSM for the opponent if they block it.
For sure. Ooh. A nice button from Bubba there, sort of covering a lot of angles with that 2B. Ends up knocking Kotir out of the edge. Ooh, punish?
Yep.
Wow, very good from Kotir. Good awareness of the situation. How will Bubba respond? Just mashes it out. I respect it. The quote, instant overhead from Kotir. Very sassy.
Bubba got just sat on.
He did. And now Cotier's, oh no, excuse me, Bubba's coming in with rage and he's going in. Ooh, Bubba was, I think Bubba was beelining for the throw there. Cotier thrown up with that breath, gets in this time.
Not gonna take it.
Feel like you need to get some good damage out of this. Time is running out.
No.
His reward was not losing his weapon, but it's a big resource to spend.
Oh, but now, since he no longer has rage, Bubba can do these crazy flower attempts. Bubba pops early.
Ooh, and there it is. Cotier JDing the last hit there to get that pushback. Bubba pops. Does what he wants to do. Unarmed Cotier. How's Cotier going to handle this? Rolls away from the weapon. Block, instant overhead. Quote. He didn't want to overextend and get the weapon back. He will this time. Chaos, folks. Okay. Bubba stops blocking. Now we got space between the players.
Ooh, the sit again. That's good. Ooh. Cotier's been getting a lot of mileage out of the sit. And also, I've noticed in this tournament, just in general, like a lot of people are running face first into Fat Flames. Just like straight up running into it.
I think in that situation, Bubba was going straight in for the throw. And I think Cotier had a read and said, I'm putting this in place. But you're right. He did run straight into it. And right now, Bubba is down 2. It's 2-0 for Cotier. I feel like Bubba needs to make some decisions as to how he's going to approach this. Because so far it hasn't been working. And it's easier said than done fighting Cotier. This is a very strong opponent.
Definitely. It just seems like overall Cotier has been doing a great job controlling both the skies and the grounds.
Yeah, and I feel like he's not afraid to play at this tempo. I think, okay, good WFT from Bubba there. We'll see if Cotier is able to fight it back. But Bubba just maintains a very frantic tempo, and I feel like that alone buckles a lot of players. But it doesn't look like Cotier is afraid.
Okay, DP answer to the jump.
We've seen Cotier fight it out multiple times. This is a tough spot. Oh, no, not gonna work. Bubba going out first round here in the third game.
A good punish on the Bubba's whiff 6-6C.
Very good from Cotier. This is gonna hurt real bad. I don't think it'll kill him, but I mean, without his weapon now being disarmed, it's a really bad spot for Bubba.
Yeah, and Bubba's got weapon kill, and Cotier's just gonna backdash and take the entire screen.
Yeah, and now he's allowing him to burn out his meter. Sort of a risky play, but I respect it. You don't want Bubba going into the next round with full meter.
Yeah, that was a great round for Cotier.
Yeah, very smart play to allow the meter to run out for Bubba. So now he's not coming in with that WFT on the table. Very, very smart play from Cotier. Cotier currently on set point. Run up DP, punish at 5C, run up DP again.
But Cotier has rage and forces Bubba to pop. What a punish by Cotier.
Yeah, really bad spot for Bubba right now. Gosh darn indeed. Okay. Not enough time. And I respect Bubba. He can see the threat, but this is a really tough spot. Yep. Cotier, noticing the situation, just in a very powerful position, provokes his opponent a little bit. Bubba bites, goes straight into the 5C. Cotier takes it 3-0 over Bubba. That's going to be Bubba's end of the road for today. But this is a very strong young player, and we're all very excited for him going into 2021. But unfortunately today, his trip is done.
Definitely. And very, very dominant play by Cotier, showing that, even in a quote-unquote bad matchup, right? And playing against someone with a very unorthodox style like Bubba, Couture very dominantly displayed that, like, I can keep up with that, and whatever you do, I can roll with that.
For sure. And it got him that win. We're on our way to grand finals, but I think we have a word from Jeff before we do so. Jeff, are you here?
Unfortunately. Hello, everyone. Hello. So yeah, everyone, this has been the Holiday Matsuri 2020 tournament. Shout out to the Hall Mat for putting together over $1,000 in the pool the entire weekend, which is the $400 that we see right now. Actually, that $350 came from Hall Mat and 50 plus from the community. So thank you all for making that happen. They've also been supporting Ronin Rumble throughout all of 2020, which is honestly like helped us give back to the community that made us who we are today. And we will have Sam Show at Holiday Matsuri next year in the Orlando World Marriott. And that is next year, December 17th to the 19th. So I'll be running the game room, and yeah, we are definitely going to be seeing them. So if you guys would take a look at All Mat over here, yes, there will be Grand Blue versus of course there will be. What if you're going to be there? What else am I going to be running? But yeah, no, it's I also do want to talk about Ronin Rumble in general and all that. So it has been quite a while. And I do apologize for not being there. Obviously, I haven't been running too many Sam Show tournaments. In fact, I'm not even running this one. This is pretty much all like Angela Pickles and Andy OCR who have been able to take it up and resuscitate my dead body, essentially, at this point. So big shout outs to them. But yeah, no, I do apologize for not being there. In fact, online tournaments in general have been really rough for us. Schedules have been kind of rough. I mean, COVID has been happening. If you guys have been following up my personal life and all that stuff, Jeff Stop has been doing like really well recently. And the problem with that is that I've had major problems upscaling. So like I'm sitting on like 1,000 plus games right now that I have to personally pack myself and everything that goes along with it. So it's been really rough. So I apologize. I haven't really been able to do anything, and it's been tough. But like I just want to give a few shout outs to people who have really been making this happen and just dragging my dead body along here. Angela Pickles, Andy OCR, of course, they've single-handedly been keeping the Sam Show scene alive and constantly adapting to make Sam Show work to begin with. Amazing work with them every single Wednesday. We've been seeing Wednesday night fights from them, and they've been able to take the unfortunate natural netcode and turn it into something beautiful with something that requires way too much work and is way outside my IQ range. So shout outs to them again. The Ronin Rumble crew, of course, Reiki, Kento, Kiyomi, RCB, all of them have been tirelessly working with everything here and been able to carry things along when I had to take a big break from fighting games in general. And of course, none of this would even matter at all if it wasn't without a community to begin with. So big shout outs to you guys for showing up at pretty much like a moment's notice, especially for this tournament here. 30 plus people, which is an insane amount, just at a moment's notice. And yeah, honestly, like you guys just give love to the Sam Show community no matter what. I've been in the background. I see while the Mario Kart tournament was running, I was watching you guys play and have fun in the chat and all that. I was a little tear rolled down my eye because I miss you guys very much. And man, you don't know until you see it again, you know? But I also want to make sure that you guys give yourself credit for just keeping Sam Show alive and well. Without you guys, none of this, we wouldn't be having any of this. Ronin Rumble wouldn't even exist to begin with in the old days or anything. I wouldn't have the confidence to be able to continue to keep Ronin Rumble the way it is right now. So thank you all so much, and give yourself credit for surviving 2020. A lot of people have suffered significant losses during this year, and I don't want to get into like too many negative points or anything like that, but the fact of the matter is that like it's been the hardest year for most of our lives, and surviving it honestly just means that we could take up like whatever is coming up. You know, like 2020 has been so hard on so many people, but the fact is that when things started getting rough, uh, for example, like everything to do with carpet, you know, and the community was able to get together and show that we have each other's back and that we love and respect carpet, and it's something that I don't see in any other community. I haven't given the speech for any other community because I especially love the Sam Show community just for this. You know, I'm proud of them, and even with as much bullshit as 2020 has thrown specifically at Sam Show specifically, like the community, I'm proud of you all for not only just being resilient, but also have the ability to keep growing, which is insane to me for a game that came out like a year and a half ago. SNK game, in matter of fact, you guys just keep showing up, and it's Angela said it best. It's a family. It's seriously a family. This is something that you won't get anywhere else in where I see in the FGC. It's so open and inclusive, and you guys should all be proud for contributing to be that community. So that's pretty much it. I just went on a tangent essentially. So excuse me, but I love you all very, very much. Next year, we're planning on doing like less frequent, but much bigger online majors in the future, even with like bigger prizes, bigger everything. And I just want to say thank you all for letting me be a part of your community. Love you all. Take care.
Thank you, Jeff. Those
Thank you.
were great words to hear. We really do appreciate that. Yeah, it has been a crazy year for everyone, and it feels sort of trite to talk about video games, considering everything that's been going on during the course of the year. But we're here playing video games. This video game has brought a lot of us together, and we love what we do, and we love this game, and we love hanging out together. So Sam Show definitely has struggled over 2020, but I feel here we are. 2021 on the horizon. I personally feel like Samurai Shodown has never been in a better spot, despite all the adversity.
I 100% agree. It's been, tough on everybody this year. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened aside from, the big obvious issue of COVID. And I think, it's this game that's kind of kept people together, and it's been kind of the center for a lot of people. So, we appreciate everyone being a part of this.
For sure. And though 2021 is on the horizon, there's one thing standing in the way before we can wrap the year for Sam Show, and that happens to be Cotier from Arcade Rumble and NWO's Dustin. Grand Finals, Holiday Matsuri 2020.
That's right. And just to kind of shake things up, Dustin decides to open with Genjiro instead of Kazuya.
Personally, I have some experience with Dustin. I've gotten to watch a lot of his play from doing commentary. I feel like this is sort of a test. Like I think he's actually demanding that very, very good punish. You don't see a lot of people prepared to SSM that. I think Earthquake being a big boy makes it a little bit easier for him to punish that. He doesn't get crossed up as easily by Genj, but getting back to the original point, I think Dustin wants Cotier to prove that he can beat his Genj before he gets his Genj.
That is very fair. That is very, very fair. And I think Genjiro has like a more oppressive gameplay that Dustin doesn't have to do with Kazuki, right? Like you don't have to charge the meatballs, to get the max damage. So I think there's definitely some advantage. And seeing as how Cotier was very aware of not letting Dustin charge his meatballs, this might be also just the way Dustin is kind of choosing to adjust to the situation.
That's a good point. I mean, he has games to do whatever he... No, that's not going to work. Ready for something? Oh, no, we're not! Okay.
The one time Dustin should have just thrown out a DP.
Yeah, and thinking back to Winners Finals, we're already seeing some things in play. Oh my goodness! Wow. Fat Teleport, run up Fat Teleports. This guy is on some stuff.
Right? That's like
Ooh.
that's like Coutier's version of run up DP.
I mean, like he already had the round, so he. Okay, no talking. All right, very good start to this game. And what I'm seeing right now is we're seeing 5C recoil, blocking Earthquake's 5C, that recoil situation. This matchup seems to be really centered around that. We saw it in winners finals. We're seeing it around now in grand finals. Coutier sort of digging deep into his SSM setups and or deflex setups, and so far he's been successful.
Ooh. Doing the jog, the trot across the screen to the other side, and then turning around and answering with a 5C.
Yeah, Coutier looking pretty sassy right now. He's playing very well. Obviously, we're still very early into this grand finals, but he's shown himself to be reminding us why he is so strong.
Ooh. Dastan still undeterred, throwing out buttons after the recoil of 5Cs from Coutier, despite of getting hit by SSMs and recoil setup.
Yeah, I think not being very good. And this is now a 10th spot. I think Dustin, he rolls away. Very good. Gets the jump in combo, weapon back, no harm, no foul. There's that situation again. Every blocked 5C has got so much weight behind it. It seems like crucial moments in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, again.
No burst. Both games, no burst.
Yeah, Dastan just going down without bursting.
Okay, straight to character select. That is the right call. This is not the time to mess around. Not that his Genjuro isn't good, but last time of the year, Coutier is firing on all cylinders. I think Dustin needs to bring out the A game now.
Yeah, he's already gave up 2 games. I think he needs to take it very serious. And then I think Coutier very, very, like openly has shown the exclamation point that he is here and he wants that first place.
Good block from Dustin there. We're seeing that deflect early. Coutier just reminding Dustin that has been a factor. Okay, 2D into 660. Flame breath. Dustin stops blocking. Jumps. Good option, but whips the JC. They're playing very right in each other's face right now.
And Dastan just not having any room to charge the meatballs.
Yeah, it almost seems like he's not really concerned with the way he's playing. He's just been right up in Coutier's face. These 5Cs, wow.
Yeah. Dastan definitely eating the 5Cs. And then, Coutier throwing those 5Cs out in the neutral, and it's been working out for him great. Speaking of.
As Dustin finds a spot that seems to be safe, takes the opportunity to build up the meatball. Ooh. Wow, and just like that, right back into it. Coutier does have WFT on the table. Nope, that ain't it. Oh, and he doesn't die for it, though. 9 seconds. I think Dustin has the lead.
I think so, too. Nice. Dastan checks Coutier with a stand B. It takes the round.
Yeah, that was something of a power play from Dustin. He was almost posturing like he was ready to give up that round, but he built that meatball and this explosive damage comes back to take it. Again.
And there's that 5C again from Coutier. But yeah, I think that just puts the emphasis on how important the meatball is to Kazuki in this, and how even more important it is for Coutier to make sure that Dastan does not get charges off for free.
Yeah, and that's something we've seen Dustin do. What we saw right there, the recoil, when he blocks an Earthquake 5C, he's used that recoil opportunity to build up the charge. Coutier anticipating WFT pops, jumps, eats 2C, okay, whips the elbow drop 660.
And he is on Dastan. He does not want to give him space.
Very good from Dustin, surviving the rage burst. Oh, very close. Did you see the reach on that JC there? That was pretty wild.
Dude, that was sick. Dastan making the reads and challenging Kotir in the air.
So the switch is born fruit real quick. Dustin gets on the board, still 2-1 Kotir.
And just like that, they're back at it. There it is again. Dastan using the recoil opportunity to get some charges in. And Kotir, being a little slow on the punish or choosing the wrong options, has now let Dastan build to a level 3. And this is going to be very dangerous.
Runs up and command grabs. I think Dustin, if I was a betting man, he's waiting to block the 5C and then he's going to throw that meatball. In the meantime, look at that. Oh my gosh. Great anti-air with the grab. JB.
Earthquake has weapon flip. It's dissipating real fast, but you know, Kotir certainly knows how to get the best out of it when he has the opportunity. Ooh, cheeky. Dastan used the meatball, sent it out when he was down to get a little bit of extra damage and space that he needed from Kotir.
Yep, and that 2C from Earthquake, very strong low, but on block, it's very, it's a bad situation for Earthquake. So if Dustin uses that opportunity to 6-6C, gets that round.
I wonder if Kotir is looking for another opportunity to deflect into SSM.
Yeah, you know, it was such a, at the start of this set, it was all over the place. It was an essential part of what was going on, but we haven't seen it since.
Right. And
Go ahead.
I suspect we might see it come back on the table. At least I hope, because it's been really working out well.
Absolutely. I mean, the way he responded to that 2C, that was definitely a deflectable situation, but that's sort of the mind game at large in Sam's show. Will I do it again? Won't I do it again? Okay, 660. Kotir, something of a lead, but he's just little bits of damage. Picking apart Dustin over time. Nice punish with the charge. Again.
Dastan with a tick throw. Not a whole lot of damage. Kotir still has a huge life lead, and we got, 10 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I think Dustin is content to this sort of weapon. Well, he was thinking about it. He was thinking about it. Not this time. So, however, that being said, he's got a full meatball, coming in with full rage, coming into round 3. It's a really strong position. Speak of the devil.
And yeah, has to forces Kotir to pop like 2 seconds into the round.
Very good from Dustin. Kotir gets a fair bit of damage out of it, considering how early he had to burst, but not ideal for him.
Right. And just like that, Dastan is back at a level 3.
No recoil. That's the second time Dustin has blocked the 2C and just gone up in 6-6. Should say no deflect from that.
Right. Ooh.
No fear.
Nice 2C from Kotir. Connects fully. And even though Kotir has a slight life lead, this is still looking grim for him because Dastan has the full resource of a level 3 and a meter that's about to hit rage and the ability to burst.
Yeah, it's just a very powerful thing. No, that's SSM.
SSM that.
Oh no, that's rare from Dustin. It sounds like we're being a little critical, but this is a player who's really been just on top of the Sam Show scene for several months now. So for him not to confirm that properly, I'm a bit surprised.
Man, he I think because it was such a full screen shot for the level 2 fireball, Dastan had to commit prematurely. And,
Oh, you're right.
And since Kotir did not quite, it was too late. But good punish on Kotir and just claimed the victory on that one, resetting, and now we are back to 0-0.
Shout out to the reset. We all want more Sancho action. We're gonna get it from these two. They're slugging it out. JC. Dustin applying a lot more pressure right now. He's got Cotier corner. Cotier fighting. Right, there was a deflex attempt that time, but no 660 behind it.
Ooh, not so sure about that burst.
But here's the thing. He's been doing bursts that I don't like all day, and he's here in Grand Final. Ooh, nah.
All right.
I still don't know if that was the right decision, but if you win, it's the right decision.
That is true. That is true.
Well, nothing you can do about it now because that bar is gone. Not too. that fireball pushed him out of weapon pickup.
Yeah. Cheeky Dastan. And I like that he went to go with the weapon deflect rather than the SSM, because that consumed a reusable resource, and since there's still 2 rounds he has to go, I think it's good that he saved the SSM.
Now Cotier, he's whittling down this deficit. He was in a major deficit. Considering he spent his resource that first round, it almost feels like he has to get stuff on top this round. Right. However, he's very low on health right
now. Dastan playing very defensively right now. I mean, this is a huge change too, because realize that Dastan can die from one standing C by Cotier, but Dastan takes it with a neutral jump B.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't want to put himself at risk or put himself in a situation where he had to pop potentially. He really wants to come in this final round with the bar. Makes sense to me. Dustin was going for deep with that JC. It gave Cotier enough time to defend.
Ooh.
This is the evolution, yeah. Well, now this 5C is becoming even more of a deadly situation for both players. Now that deflect is on the table, it's a will he, won't he situation.
Ooh. And this time, Cotier bit.
Oh. Ooh. Tense. Gets a knockdown. Corpse hop. Roll. Pop. No. That's the second time he's tried it, and Dustin is too quick about that. You can see it both times. Cotier's trying to buffer the fat teleport. We can see that's a gimmick in his bag, and he's tried to pull it out twice now. But Dustin is just too ready. I understand the attempt, but that's 2 times now. I think you really got to put that one away.
Yeah. Dastan has shown that he's got the reflexes to call that one out.
Okay, early lead for Dustin. That's gonna... No, not too bad. Nope. Does he got it? Ooh,
No.
okay. Now, I don't know... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, the jump B canceled it in time.
Yeah, and I don't know if he had thrown it out before the WFT came out, or he was just able to react. That would surprise me if that was the case. If I'm not mistaken, Earthquake WFT is quite fast. But regardless, Dustin, currently leading 1-0, takes the first round. That's not good.
Yeah.
And Cotier takes it.
I think Earthquake's weapon flip is one of the fastest weapon flip in the game.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay. Ooh. Gets him that time.
This time, yep. Says no to your jumps.
And you see Dustin just throwing out these 6-6-As. It's a very active button. Smart play. Off the throw, he's able to get the knockdown, his weapon back. A lot of respect from Cotier.
Ooh, the check.
Yep. And that was sort of a, I don't want to say miracle round, but a great round for Cotier. He was in a really bad spot, it seems like all round long. and he was able to get to the third round with his meter in check.
Right. And that's actually an interesting choice that he chose to use the Fat Flames to chip rather than using the Buzzsaw.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it might have been reflex. I mean, look at this. Already, Dustin is doing a lot of damage. Cotier's got the WFT on the table. If he can land it, that's a heck of a resource, but it's slowly draining.
Now Dustin content to eat those 6-6 kicks and suffer minimal health loss.
Okay, Dustin throwing out a B on an early approach in this Rage Burst situation. Trying to tempt Cotier to burst. He doesn't fight. He gets thrown, has to burst back. And now he's just trying to wait out Cotier. Oh, this guy is a lunatic. I mean, it worked out that time. I think it was a misinput. Cotier is a madman.
Dude. Unbelievable that he committed to it again.
I don't know what to say. Oh, okay. Interesting. So Dustin has really sort of sniffed out the desire for recoils on Cotier after 5 Cs and 2 Cs. It's a really good option, and it gets to this, you know, they're playing chicken with each other. Who's going to stop first? And I feel like you can't abandon that option, but it is a risky option. It just costs him that game.
Right. And to be fair, though, the punishment that Dustin got on a, like, not a low health situation is pretty minimal. I think he hit him with, like, what, a jump B? Which does minimal damage in terms of, like, comparatively. So definitely I would not abandon the game plan. But nope. Oh, this is going to be huge for Dustin. Oh, just opted to go for 6-6C to keep his charge.
However, Dustin is officially on set point now. That was a very convincing round. I feel like Cotier came in strong, but he really needs to turn things around quickly if he wants to take this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, Dustin was a little bit slow to get started, but now Dustin is definitely on point and has been making a lot of right decisions.
There's that 2C. You can tell by his posture right now that he's looking pretty confident.
Yeah, he is.
Again.
Wow.
Just firing on all cylinders.
He is calling Cotier out on just about everything he does. And also showing Cotier that he's very willing to just take the 6-6D, you know, to waste time and bar.
There was something of a big... Cotier trying to land a big shot there. He felt like he needed. He kind of did. He's still alive, but no more bar. Just run up throw.
And that's it.
Dustin, Dustin takes Holiday Matsuri 2020 with Kazuki.
In a very, very convincing turnaround. You know, like I said, it felt like Dustin was kind of a little bit slow to get things started, but once he caught wind of Cotier's game plan, he just started dismantling it step by step. You know, using those 2 Cs to counter the wall jumps, catching the air-to-airs, you know, calling out Cotier when Cotier had rage, just to take the, you know, 6-6Ds and not even run the risk of anything else that could be hit by, you know, and then punishing Cotier for trying to do the deflect after, you know, pushing a heavy button.
For sure. It really feels like as the set ran on, Dustin's decision making began to get better and better. And it looked like when he, as I said, I think the 5C recoil was really the story of that matchup. And when Cotier started to really bring the deflect option onto the table, Dustin was just like one step ahead, punishing with 6-6C. Very good stuff. And here we are, the match now out of the way, top 8 at Holiday Matsuri 2020 out of the way. I think we're officially at the end of the 2020 year for Samurai Shodown. And though this was a really exciting bracket, I love seeing Cotier play. I loved Hella Plus's run. Bubba always in the mix, on the verge. It does feel fitting for Dustin to take it. I feel like this, up until this point, it's been his year. If we were to end it with one winner for the last tournament, I think you'd be hard pressed to say who else should be taking it. Would you agree?
Right, right, definitely. I think it is very fitting for the year to be wrapped up with Dastan on the throne as the king as we go into 2021. I think there was a lot of surprises this year in terms of players and player potential, and just how much we've seen players grow, right? And I just want to give a shout out to everybody, and the top eight. So just to go over really quick, we have Dastan in first place, Kotir in second place, Bubba in third place, and Hella Plus in fourth place. Tied for fifth, we have Goro and Robert, and tied for seventh, we have Sinister and Markio. And congratulations to our top eight.
Absolutely. Really solid crew. And going into 2021, I'm very excited about Sam's show. I think we're in a great spot, and we're going to continue to grow. And if there's anyone out there who enjoy what they saw and they want to keep up with us, be sure to reach out. And if you want to play, reach out as well. I think we're a pretty friendly crew, and Sam Show is a really fun game. So if you're interested, join us, whether it be spectator or player.
Right, right. And I think that's my cue to wrap up. I think Duston is in a commentary if he's got a few things to say, but I'm going to go ahead and step out. So I will catch you guys later and see everyone in the 2021 Sam Show circuit.
All right,
Peace.
take care, Servbot.
Yeah, and yeah, thanks to Angela and Andy for putting this whole tournament together. I know there were some problems in the morning with servers and everything, but it ran perfectly today. Everything ran smooth, and thanks to our commentators, everyone here. Appreciate y'all doing your job today, and thanks to everyone who showed up to play. In all honesty, like, this was a really stacked tournament. Like, we had people coming out of the woodworks for this, and there's so many upsets, so many just cool games, just amazing sets to watch from players all around. Big shout outs to Kotir for getting for grand finals. Bubba, he had a very strong performance today. One of the newer players, and he's already he's on the verge of being the best, man. Like, it's great. Hella Plus did incredibly well too. He's been grinding, so good on him. Like, everyone, man. This was an incredibly fun tournament. Thanks to Holiday Matsuri for letting all this come together perfectly. Honestly, really good tournament to close the year out on. Thanks, everyone.
I think that's going to do it for us. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you again in 2021.